Greetings, I'm Mark with Unlimited Story, a channel dedicated to writing, world building, marketing, and most importantly, getting things done. If that's interesting to you, head on over to our website, unlimited-story.com. In this episode, I am going to cover episode number 6 of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, so sit tight, because that's what's going to happen. Alright, and welcome back. So, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode number 6. I'm going to cover this as if I'm doing a beta reading, and here we go. What episode did I watch? Number 6. What are my initial thoughts? It was underwhelming. It was not what I was thinking it was going to be. It didn't mean it was bad. It just really wasn't what my expectations were. You know, based on all the things I've been seeing from the last 5 episodes, what I was expecting was just on a grander scale. There was just more of everything that I was thinking would happen, and it just didn't. So I was underwhelmed. What was my favorite part? Definitely like Zemo's butler blowing up those super soldier flag smasher guys, and then Zemo just sitting on the raft like, you know, kind of like chuckling to himself like, yep, I win. And then the close second would definitely be Sharon, who, you know, she gets her clean slate and then just calls up her boys in Madripoor and is like, yo, I got the hookup now. I was just like, sweet. And then after that, it was like Isaiah Bradley, that whole scene with, you know, Sam taking Isaiah Bradley out to the, you know, it was a museum or something like that, and just show him like, hey, we're giving you credit for the things you did, which was great. You know, the thing is that's really weird to me. My favorite parts have nothing to do with the main character. It's all just extra stuff. Like, it did not really have anything to do with the main characters. It didn't have anything to do with the main character's arc, the main story arc. All of this was just what I enjoyed because these characters had something cool that happened. Nothing to do with anything else in this story. It's really strange, but that's what I found the most enjoyment out of in this, you know, episode number 6. What was my least favorite part? This was really easy. Like, sometimes I have to like nitpick I didn't really enjoy this. This was like super easy because it stood out when I was watching it. It was when Carly got shot and she's like, I'm sorry. You know, she's like apologizing to Sam. I'm like, no, you don't get to do that. You just had a gun in Sam's face. You were like on the borderline of killing him, okay? And then you're like, I'm so sorry. No, that does not work. It broke my immersion with the entire story. I was like, where did this come from? Why is this happening? Like, I get that Carly and Sam were sort of frenemies, right? They're forced into this combat with each other, even though they were similar people, but no. Bad, wrong, I can't. That's not, no, does not work. What was unclear or confusing? So let me get this straight. Sam asks his Wakanda buddies, who he is not on good terms with, to build a wingsuit for Sam. They do that within like a day or two. Bucky goes visit Sam and then delivers this sweet suit. They go fix the boat or whatever. You know, Bucky leaves. Sam like opens the case for the first time, at least that we know of, sees the wingsuit, puts it on, flies off to action. Okay. He just automatically knew how to use it? Like, somehow it's all set up. He didn't have to read a manual. He didn't have to practice with it. Like, automatically the Wakanda suit worked. Okay? No. That doesn't work for me. Also, what kind of just jacks with me a little bit is he's Captain America, yet he's wearing a wingsuit built by Wakanda. Okay? Like, the American government can't just supply these things. Like, no, it just doesn't work for me. It didn't work. What are your thoughts on the main character? So now that I consider Walker a main character, I have all kinds of problems, okay? Walker tried to kill Sam. Walker tried to kill Bucky. Sam and Bucky broke Walker's arm, and then they went WWE on him, okay? They took the shield. They have no interest in getting it back. They haven't talked to each other. So when they meet up at this, you know, huge climax or whatever, I get that there was no like, oh, hey, we're friends automatically, but I imagined there was supposed to be way more animosity between them. I just felt like there'd be something, but no, they're just like, we're working together and things are awesome. Let bygones be bygones. No. He tried to behead you with that shield. Is there anything else I'd like to see from this episode? Yes, and it is very specific. The entire speech that he, and by he I mean Sam, had with the senators, I want to completely redone. I get what was trying to be achieved, okay? I know there was a lot that the writers had to jam into this like one piece, and maybe it even had to be rewritten because like the plot was apparently different before and there was a plague or something like that. The point is, it just didn't work. It felt forced. It felt unnatural. Like I'm watching and I'm just like, he's not directly addressing the points that I was expecting. Okay, so, and what he had to do was not easy. It's not like it was the actor's fault. Like I thought he did a good job acting and saying the lines. The issue is what he was saying. I felt missed the mark. There was a specific line. It was when he said, "What are you going to do about like Carly 2.0?" He would not say that, okay? He would say the next Carly or the next Flag Smashers, okay? It just felt, it just broke my immersion, and I was not happy. Here's what the writers were attempting to achieve in these few lines that he had, like this little monologue they had with the, that he had more or less, like, cause he did the majority of the speaking and the senators just like, question, which leads to more monologue. Question, which led to more, like it didn't feel like a conversation. It was Sam trying to portray this information. So he was trying to do a few things. One, I am Captain America and I am not like the others. There is a difference. Hate me if you want, whatever. I thought that was really well done. It was probably the only part of it that I really, really enjoyed of his entire speech. He went over the whole Carly thing. And what's interesting is he couldn't use the word terrorist because terrorist was not the right term. So that was a very interesting part that I really enjoyed about, having to speak very, very carefully because, he's got all these people around him and you can't screw up what you're saying in front of the world. So, but he had to basically be able to talk down the whole terrorist threat and kind of spin things around. So it's a lot to ask out of this little tidbit of speech. And the last thing is he basically had to convince the senators, one, that they're doing a bad job. How do you tell somebody that they're doing a bad job without, kind of massaging that in and getting that bill that the Flag Smashers are basically against to begin with, redrafted. So again, it's asking a lot out of this little speech component. I thought it was too much. I just, I wasn't really, it didn't work for me. The timing felt off. I just wanted something more. Maybe I needed it to be longer, but I just felt that it was not in the right place at the right time. And it ruined it, kind of. I just wasn't feeling it at all, period. What do I expect to happen next? Well, Sam and Bucky will be the tag team champions of the world. Zemo is going to get out of the raft and continue to do whatever Zemo does, which is great. Sharon's going to keep working with the power broker, and that'll be fine. I mean, she's a mole, and she can keep doing that for a while. New Captain Walker, whatever you want to call him these days, he's going to go mercenary and do mercenary things for a while. Maybe he'll team up with people. Who knows? Good for him. How much did I enjoy this episode? I give it a 6. I felt like this is a bait and switch. There was so much setup. The expectation was up here with certain things I expected. I expected the power broker to send more than Sharon. Okay, he had like an army or someone chasing, not an army, but like a little entourage chasing the Flag Smashers with guns. So I was like expecting him to do at least something. I just thought that there'd be more. I thought there'd be more Flag Smashers, like not super soldiers, but normal people that they'd have to fight through. I thought the police would be more involved. They just seemed to not be there. There was just less of everything. I thought this seemed to be a very small battle. Like when they were talking about the senators and his bill being drafted, I just thought that there were only like a couple dozen people. I thought this was going to be a bigger event at a larger building. So just not what I was into. How eager am I for the next episode? Well, there won't be another episode. So there's that, but if there was, I'd probably say a 5. I just don't know what else I'd even want. The doors are shut. It's everything's set. Now all I can expect is like, hey, they'll have Sam and Bucky will have a movie or something coming out. I mean, I'll watch it because I do like this type of content. But am I as pumped about it as something, let's say, like Loki, which I'm super pumped about? Not even in the same realm. Not even close. Is there anything else I'd like to add? Yeah, like overall, I thought the whole series was pretty good. I mean, the grand finale isn't the entire series, right? It's just how it ends. And though I didn't enjoy how it ended and it was okay. it doesn't take away anything from the for the other 5 episodes, which were fine, and at least 2 of them were extremely enjoyable to me. So overall, I thought the series was good, the storytelling was good, the acting I really enjoyed, the visuals, everything was really well done. It was just the last episode really didn't do it for me. And now I basically am gonna twiddle my thumbs until Loki comes up. So I am really pumped because I'm going to be doing I don't want to say a marathon, but I'll be doing a breakdown of all of Loki's episodes. So not episodes, but all the movies he was in, and just kind of doing, so essentially the Thor movies from Loki's perspective, as if more like he was a main character instead of a supporting character. So be looking for that over the next few weeks.
Guys, look, I'd love to keep this up, but I've only got one job here today, and I got to impress Mr. Stark, so I'm really sorry. What?
Couldn't have done that earlier.
I hate you.
Is there anything else you want to add? If so, put it in the comments or hit me up on Discord. Consider subscribing or at least watching another one of my videos that YouTube recommends. Peace.